All right, it's Dave and Gord. We're back out again on another Friday afternoon, and we're back on the G2G, or the Guelph to Goderich rail trail. Gord and I rode up the Kissing Ridge Trail a few weeks ago before we went to PEI. So we rode up to Millbank and then went back to Guelph. So today we're going to do a similar distance, 40-45 kilometers up and then 40-45 back. So similar distance, and we're going to leave from Millbank and head up to G2G. So another beautiful September afternoon. It's about 28 degrees outside, so it's actually a gorgeous day. Looks like it should be great for a ride.
Just go right up under the lake, see what we got there. See what's going on up there.
Lots of construction. We were delayed almost 30 minutes getting up here today because of road work. That's because they didn't want us to go in front, Gord. That's why. There we go. We're on the Perth Harvest Trail there, on the G2G Trail. Wow, that was quite the inconvenience, eh?
No kidding. All right. It's like a canopy trail. These are nice.
There's a rest area there. The local family has put a rest area at the bottom of their house. That's nice, eh? Yeah, a nice little shaded area. I bet you there's a nice cold cooler of pop there too, where you can stop and have a pop for $1.
Good to be out again, buddy.
And I like being on the bikes too, you know. I do. I actually like riding my bike. Well, I'm going to be looking at your bike next year when you get your bike. I'm going to want yours. Oh, I've always wanted a Giant.
My son, with my son, and we were doing some Googling, and I said I'd like to get a brand name, but nothing under $5,000 that's worthwhile. And then I hadn't checked the Giant site yet. And there it was.
So are we still sticking with 24 kilometer an hour?
We're not doing that right now. We're 22.
Yeah, well, we can try and keep the 24. Yep. We're riding into a pretty good headwind though.
And we're uphill too.
Yeah. So yeah, we were on the trail 3 weeks ago. Started off in a much more wooded area for starters. And then there wasn't really a whole lot of wind. Hot, but no wind. There's a lot more wind today, definitely. And we're riding into it. Made it a lot easier by having an e-bike though, that's for sure. Yeah, we'd be We'd be averaging 15 if we were on our regular bikes right into this for 20 kilometers. Yeah. We wouldn't make it that far today.
Well, just think of how fast we're going to be going on the way home. Another hole ahead there.
You know what? We're going to have to go fast too though, Gord. What time do we start?
What's that?
What time was it when we started?
I don't know.
It looks like it's 2:30 now. Yeah, it's 2:30, Gordon. So we started at 2 o'clock because we got stuck in traffic for 20 minutes again there. We left at 12:30 from Cambridge though, so it took us a while to get here. Anyway, so we're 5 hours today, Gord, with our breaks, and we started at 2.
I'll be getting home with that.
No, we won't. No, we'll be back before 8. So it will be 7ish.
I'm going home to watch the end of the ball game before I go to bed. What I got going on here.
Yeah, we just don't have any lights on your bike though.
Huh?
That bike doesn't have any lights.
No.
Okay, so no matter what, Ford,
Yeah?
no matter what, we have to turn around at 5:30. Otherwise, we won't get back in daylight. Okay? So we'll keep checking our time, but 5:30 is 3 more hours is as far as we can go.
We'll probably be already on our way back by then. And if it takes us 3 hours to get out there, 8:30 is dark. So that thing travels at 24 so much easier than this one.
Oh yeah, actually this comfortably can go faster than that if I put it on a higher assist level, but I'm only on 1.
Yeah.
Alright, so in order for you to ride comfortably with me, you have to be on 3.
I'm on 2 now, and I get...
Yeah, for you to ride comfortably with me, you have to be on 3.
I'll be a tired boy if I had to pedal this hard all the way. I can handle it. Why don't I run out of juice?
Well, look at the hawk. See the hawk? This is a nice ride though. We're out in the middle of nowhere. Right?
Heading further into
Yeah, there's nothing out here. And actually, from here to our destination and back, there is no sizable, oh, there's one more town that's sizable. Milverton's next. So we'll ride through Milverton, and then after that, there's nothing there. We should do the last section of this, right? So we should put lights on the bike, so we can do some of it at night.
Yeah.
It'll be cool coming back at night. I'd like that, actually, that'd be really cool. It doesn't take away the mountain bike feel of it. That one, whenever it assists, the Moscow Plus, you feel like you're riding an e-bike, right? It just kicked in again. Well, you never get that feeling when you ride the mid-drive. The mid-drive, you're always working. Yeah. Yeah, so Gord's on the Moscow Plus again. For those of you who have watched some of our previous videos, actually, he stayed on that bike the whole time last time, and I'm sure he'll do it again this time. I'm on the Voltbike though, and it doesn't have the range of the Moscow Plus. Doesn't have the range of the Moscow, but it's a lot more comfortable.
Follow me, buddy.
Okay, we're going this way. Hi there. Hey? The trail up here?
it's just up here to the left. If I read that thing properly. Oh, you know what? It's up on that ridge. That's where it is. Dave! Right up there. It's up on that ridge. Well, there's a little path here.
All right, you wouldn't think it would be this much of a challenge trying to follow a trail. Not very well marked. I guess I should have downloaded some sort of an app on my phone.
Okay, so now we know where we gotta go. We'll have to go up to the next road and hang a left. But that's what we saw on the map. Yeah, it's not very clear cut out here, these trails, that's for sure.
Yeah, we had the same issue when we were coming up last time. A little bit of intuition. We found the way the right way. This one's a bit more challenging though. So go left. All right. So I'm going with Gord's good guidance because I'm not normally the best navigator, and we'll figure it out. It's nice countryside anyway, so. This is, by the way, one of the advantages of an e-bike. I'm doing 38 kilometers an hour going uphill. I did boost the assist level to 3 though, so I am cheating, but it's nice to cheat every now and again. I have to conserve my battery though, we're going a long way, so I'm going to put it back down to 1. Excuse me, man. Do you know if the trail continues on the other side over here? Okay. The trail, the G2G Goderich Trail?
Okay, you're going to go right into the main town where the light is.
Okay.
And then you're going to go right.
Okay.
And then you'll come to the
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much.
Where are we going? Towards town? I was right.
Yeah, you're right. Ford had it right again. There you go. With a little bit of help from Google Maps. Yeah. I tell you, without Google Maps, we would have been lost. All right, there's a bit of a detour coming into Milverton, so that's the detour you have to look for. I didn't really pay much attention to it because when I looked at Google Maps last night, it looked pretty simple, but there was definitely more involved in that. So just make sure you understand the road that you need to get to. It's logical, but sometimes it doesn't feel right. But anyway, we're back on the trail. see a trail go up.
But we'll get there this way. Got to be off this road. Has to be off this road. Coming this way. Trust me. Trust me, I'm a salesman. I got it.
Alright, we could probably look for a place to stop, eh? Actually, we haven't been riding an hour yet because the battery hasn't beeped. Right?
Yeah, but I'm going through.
Yeah, that's fine. We can stop. Yeah, I know, I get it. Let's find a place to stop. Definitely a bit of an adventure. We're actually probably only 10 kilometers into our 40 plus kilometer bike ride today, so we'll see how far we get because we have to manage light going back because we didn't put any lights on. Well, I've got lights on my bike that don't work properly, so I can't trust them on my Voltbike, but there's nothing on the Moscow Plus, so next time we go for bike rides, we're going to gear them all up with lighting, but we can't leave it any later than 5:30 before we turn them on. So I can show speed. And I was probably doing 38 kilometers an hour going up that hill. Yeah. But I am definitely ready for a beer. No, I love, this is, the ability to go on a trail like this and just go for a ride in your own town is amazing, right? We've all got stuff like this, but the ability to go ride a trail for 130 kilometers is flipping amazing, right? So this, I actually want to come back and finish this year. Yeah, I mean, we could do this in October or November, actually. I think late fall, this would be actually a really nice ride.
Absolutely. I drove to London. They have a giant Talon in London, but it's an XL frame. So I went down just to get on it to see how big it was, and it was just too big. Way too big. Yeah.
Get a medium frame on a 29er?
Yeah, medium and large. That's I'm a large 29er Eagle Talon. That's gonna be my bike.
I said, all the things that we did, what would you like to do again next year? Obviously the soccer game's logical, but then you know what she said?
The bike.
Biking. All the different things that we did, including sailing, which is what surprised me. It's kind of like they gave us a bit of a reward for going through town, and they made us this little rest stop. So. It was good. I like it. Actually, it was very kind of them to make sure that we had a place to sit down and have a stop. Because that was a lot of work on the road to get back on this trail.
Yeah, especially if you don't know where you're going. Oh, I have a feeling we're gonna hit that a couple times on the way up to Guelph, or to Goderich. It can't be one straight trail.
Well, I didn't read the directions on the website though, Gord. My mistake is that I just had to look at Google Maps, and if I look at first glance from Google Maps, I could figure it out from the air. And then I said, no, we'll figure it out when we get there, right? And most of the time that's fine. No, I know, I understand. I do think though that, you know, for example, I actually just come back from a vacation in Prince Edward Island, and people go for their vacations. I saw people, all the folks in town, in Charlottetown, all had bicycles. Everybody's going to Charlottetown and going to Prince Edward Island to go ride the Confederation Trail. It's a great trail, and it's fully maintained, and it's properly done because of tourism. So there are no diversions, right, really. You just stay on the trail. They have bridges.
I don't see nice people to put these chairs right there.
Yeah, I know. It's nice. It's nice to have a place to stop. It's nice to know that they're recognizing that we're out here enjoying their community.
This thing, I think you could ride it all the way to Guelph.
I think you probably could.
Like we've done well over 20 kilometers already.
Okay, so you know after our last bike ride, we got back, so that 90-kilometer bike ride back to Guelph. I forgot to plug it in. Well, at least I did plug it in, but it wasn't plugged in properly, so it didn't charge. And and Patty had the car, and I had to run to the pharmacy before we were going away to go get my vaccination. So I hopped on that bike, and I hadn't charged it. And I rode the 10 kilometers there to go get my vaccination. And then on the 10 kilometers on the way back, it started cutting out. It was pretty much dead.
Oh, really? So you still put another...
Yeah, I pretty much got 20 kilometers on it when I got back. So that's 110.
Yeah, really nice. That's almost 110.
Yeah.
This thing, I think you could ride it all the way to Goderich. On 3. Like we've done like well over 20 kilometers already, and this is the thing that we... Yeah. Yeah, this turned out to be a pretty good stretch. We'll see what the other side of this road up here looks like. This reminds me of Cambridge to Paris.
That was my alternative route. Did you look at the other suggestion I made last for an alternative?
I thought about that. I hadn't, because I haven't done that trail yet this year.
We were going to basically do back roads through the back of Pushwinch Lake, and then dirt roads into Paris, and then come back up the trail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then we would come across the middle of Cambridge on trails, and then do a little bit of road work and come back home.
I'll do that with you.
Yeah.
Wonder what town this is. Moncton, okay. Moncton. Let's go. Moncton Grain Facility.
Wow, look at that though, eh? I mean, this is what this rail line used to be for, right? Keep these people in business. Wow. Yeah. This is what small town bike ride should be like. So going through town should be as nice as it is going through Moncton. It's a nice place to ride through. That means you're riding faster than your assist level. So you're working pretty hard to do what you're doing right now.
Oh yeah, I don't mind. I got the like.
Yeah? Yeah.
I'll use this battery up later.
Well, you know what? When we did this last bike ride, I showed this to Patty. She almost flipped out. I said, let me have a look at my watch, and let's go see how high my heart rate got on the bike ride.
Yeah.
And you know what it got up to? 173.
No shit. That's
Yeah.
like when we were getting passed by a transport.
No, it was one of those. It was one of those places where you actually I stopped to take pictures, and you kept on going.
Oh yeah.
And it was all the way going uphill into a small town. So I'm just hauling ass trying to catch up to you, and that's the reason why my heart rate got up so high. I was just hauling it. So that was,
Well, you always said if I stop to take a picture, I'll catch up to you. So, and I stopped. Like I might have been doing 12, 15 kilometers an hour. So yeah, it would have taken you a bit to catch up because you stopped at that horse for a while.
yeah, another half an hour, we'll be there. It is definitely one of the advantages of an e-bike and a bike ride like this. You want to go and explore southern Ontario on a windy day, this is the way to do it. And yes, obviously we're out in the middle of corn country.
Feels a little tighter back here. It just feels fresh in here.
So we're 53 to Goderich, and the trail's 127.
That's kind of cool. Goderich is a long way away from my house. We're out here in a bicycle.
Yeah, so I live in Cambridge and Gordon lives in Brantford, so we're further down the Grand River. So Goderich is a long way away from where we live, and we're only 53 kilometers away now on these bikes. And we rode the first part from Guelph a couple of weeks ago, to where we started on Millbank. And now we're doing the second part, and then hopefully before the end of the year we'll do the final piece all the way into Goderich. It's been fun riding the trail, so I'm sure we're going to want to repeat it. Probably the long weekend will be another great place to go in Thanksgiving. Oh, I want to see where we're at. Where are we right now? Not sure if that's halfway or not, but that's where we are.